Okay, this tutorial is just going to be refreshing on using a style sheet, a separate style sheet, to style and enhance your web page. So we looked at being able to include style and embedding it into a page. By linking an external style sheet allows us to just change our styling in one section, and it will affect any page that is linked to that style sheet. So that's the top of the tree in our cascading style sheets. So I've got a basic page here. As you can see, it looks like a fairly normal HTML page. I've used a couple of the elements that you would normally use. So I'm just so you can see what it looks like here. So we've got our doc tag up the top, HTML, the HTML, head, title. Then we have our body here. We've got a H1, a heading 1, have a paragraph. We have a simple image installed and placed on that page. We have another paragraph which has a link, so a href being a link to the Chisholm website for want of anything else to go to, and some text that will form part of that link. So this is our basic page. So once we have that typed in, I've saved it and it's called testcss.html. So just a simple name. Let's see what it looks like as it is. I'm just going to zoom that out a bit so we can see it. So if we just go run launch in IE, and up it comes. I'll just increase that page a little bit, and then you can see our basic page. Heading, paragraph, our image, and our link. So I'm going to close that. So what I'm going to do is create the style sheet that goes along with this. So to do that, I go File, New. I'm just going to save it straight away so that I get my color coding. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and then down here we choose to save it as a CSS type file. Cascade style sheet. Give it a name. I'll just call it Style 1, and click Save. And let's start by typing in some styles. So knowing that the styles match the tags, let's start by putting in the body. So we type in body. I'll just move that mouse here so you can see it properly. Just to make it easier to format, I'll put some things on new lines. So we use the squiggly bracket, and we go background, whoops, color, colon, and then these colors might be a little bit random, so bear with me. Beauty about this is that we can always change them if we don't like them. CCFFFF, so that's the code for that. So my background color and my text color. Dun, 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 dun. And that's probably all we'll do for the body at this stage. So I'll just close my squiggly bracket. So the next thing we can style is our H1. So anytime in our page it sees a H1, it will look a certain way. So again, we put H1 tag up here, we open our curly brace, and we type in all the things that we want our H1 to look like. So we have background color. I'll just put that on just so that you can see it easy. Put on your thing. Background color, colon, will do. And the text color. How many have we got there? 6. Make the font bigger. Change change the font to something a little bit fancier for a heading, so just go to font family, inside quotes because it's got a space, show card Gothic. I know that most computers, especially Windows based computers, will have show card Gothic as a font, so it's a fairly safe one to pick. I'll just zoom that down so we can see a little bit more. So we might just try we'll close that squiggly after that, and we'll now format our image. So if we go image, let's again use the tag, and for the image, because it's actually a picture, we don't really need to change any background colours or text colour or anything like that, but we can play with the border. So I'm just going to put some CSS stuff that will change the border. So first thing, I'll set the border as being solid, so i.e. we have one and it's a solid line. Make the border width to be, say, 5 pixels. Make the border colour, just use the wood here, and then we can add some of the fancy stuff that we might want to add in, so some of that CSS3 stuff. So we can go border, shadow, sorry, we'll start with the radius, border radius, and we'll make it 10 pixels. And we go box, shadow, 5 pixels, 10 pixels, and the color. So we've done that, so that's probably enough for that part of it. So let's see what it looks like so far. So what we need to do now is we need to save that. So I'm just going to save it. So I'll go here and save it. And then I need to actually add into my HTML file the link command. So I need to actually now link it to my style sheet, which I called style 1. So up here somewhere I will include my link command. So link href, let's hope it's in the same folder, and we called it style1.css, and it's for screen display. So we go media equals screen, and it's definitely a style sheet, so equals, need to close that quote too, otherwise I won't get my colours coming up. Too far. Rel equals style sheet, type equals text / CSS, and close that. Now I need to save that again, save that link thing, so it's linking to style 1, which is here, style 1. So go back to text, test CSS HTML, and I'm going to go run, launch in IE. And what you'll see now is different colour background, a nice border around our image with a nice little drop shadow on it, which looks quite nice. Our heading here with a blue background, white writing, and our standard paragraph, because we didn't do any styling to our paragraph. No, I don't want to update. And that's so far, so we'll just close that. We'll just add a few more things to our HTML, and our style, so we don't need to add anything to that. We'll just go back to our style sheet. We'll just add a few more things, and you can just see how easy it is to change and to manipulate stuff in here. So just bring the little zoom box down so we can actually see it all. Okay, so what other things could we add? So in our heading stuff, we could actually add a text shadow, another CSS3 option. So we've changed that, added that a colour. So we've done that. We can also do things with links. You know, by default your links are blue and they're purple when you've been visited. If you want to do things with links, it's a little bit different to the normal codes because a link has a number of different states. So a link on its own, unvisited, would normally be blue. Once you've clicked on that link and you've visited that website that link relates to, then when you come back you notice that link will become a purple colour. So we can manipulate all of the things that are to do with our link. So we can do things like and just the plain link, and we can change the colour to anything we like. So we can go that. Of course you can also change background colour. You can change anything you like there. So we could also change the background colour to I don't know, lots of different colours. Let's just randomly choose something, say purple, and then I'll close that squiggly. So that's the link itself. We can then change the visited state of that link. So the visited state will go colour, because I don't know the hex codes, I think I'll just use something that I know we'll be able to see, and we'll just call it yellow. So we should be able to notice that on my page. And the other states of a link include hover, i.e. when you move your mouse onto it, and we can make that to be something totally different as well. So we can go colour like so. And the last format is active. And again, just be a little bit random here. And we need to put the little thing at the front of it. Oopsie. Okay, so we've now added some other things to our things, and that's to do with our links. We've added a box shadow. We can add things to our paragraph, anything you like, but you know, set the sky's the limit. You've got some CSS charts, so it's pretty easy to be able to do that. So what we need to do now is I need to save it. Need to go back to my text CSS page, and we can go run launch in IE, and let's see what the enhanced version looks like. See our link now. You can see that yellow. I hover my mouse over it and you see that it changes colours. So said, sky's the limit. Have a play, and if you don't like it you can always change it to something else. So that's the beauty about CSS. You only need to change it in the one place. So long as you've linked your files to it, you change it in the one place in that CSS file, and all of the HTML pages that are linked to it will also take up the new characteristics.